Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm finally back with another TEW's Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. And this is Wild Women of Wrestling. And it's been a long time since I've done this kind of thing. So I may be a little bit rusty, but I am doing the very best I can to come up with certain ideas of angles and matches and even storylines in general because it's been a long time since I did this. So I hope if you're happy to see this series returning, leave a like and subscribe. Also, I would like to remind you all that there is an issue that's been going on that leads the backstage ratings to 77%. The reason is because Foxy Roxy, also known as Alicia Fox in this booking simulator, is making fun of Fire. So I gave her a stern warning, and I don't think it helps, but she has to be very careful of what she is doing. So with that being said, let's move on in today's episode. So if you haven't seen the previous episode, it appears that Mickie James has won the Wild Women's Championship or the Wild World Championship. Let me see. Where is? Let's go to titles first of all. Yep. So Mickie James is the new champion. We have the prestige is still B minus, and for the tag team titles, D plus, which is Amber O'Neil and Santana Garrett. And also Shayna Baszler is off to train for a MMA fight in 47 days. So this is going to be a very difficult storyline because I wanted to make Shayna Baszler the most unstoppable being for Wild Women of Wrestling. But because she's been training for at least MMA fights, this is going to be much challenging than I expected. But we're going to do the best that we can, so here we go. Okay, so we start off with an angle, which is a freestyle angle. It's technically Stephanie McMahon announcing a battle royale between these two ladies, not two ladies, between every woman in Wild Women of Wrestling, which features like Jade, Jessie, Santana Garrett, Steffi, Sunshine, and many others. And it gets a C plus rating, which is and this one also is Sue Young, but instead of the gimmick that was supposed to be like spooky, she's just a little bit normal. It's got a rating of below average, and it starts the storyline of Unstoppable Force. Any working improvements though? Probably not. No working improvements. So let's move on to the next segment, which is meh. That's all I have to say. Basically, this is I forgot to mention that there's going to be 2 matches that involves eye candy because I don't think they're ready to do like a very full-fledged like singles match where there is no stipulation that involves eye candy or anything whatsoever. So this is like a bra and panties match, which, sorry, you won't be able to see it like in animation form, but technically Poison Ivy defeats Satara by stripping off her clothes. It's good wrestling, but only has a little heat. Basically, Poison Ivy turns on Satara because she's not a very good tag team partner. It has a D rating. And even though the match has too much intensity for some reason, it appears that Poison Ivy performance is a C-, while Zatara is a D+. But it started the storyline, and technically the purpose of the storyline is that they're no longer friends. And there are no working improvements, so let's move on. This one is not good because it's an F. Queen Charlotte attacks Goddess Moon backstage. I think Queen Charlotte defeated Goddess Moon. This lost heat due to the storyline, which is very unfortunate. I don't think there's any working improvements when it comes to segments. Moving on, we have an E-, which is terrible wrestling, didn't have much heat. But that's only because this is a build up to Ursula's like strengthen up Ursula, which if you look closely, that is actually Priscilla Kelly, but I name her Ursula. She defeats Zukar by submission with a Tilt-A-Whirl Dragon Sleeper. Temptress was at ringside. She did a good job. Ursula's gimmick was better. Too much intensity. This match got the crowd harder and boost up, and the commentary boost up the match and stuff, and so forth. Let's see. So we got both of them. In-ring performances is the letter E, and there's still no working improvements. Alright, so now we move on to the next segment, which is an E+. Technically not great, but not as terrible. Frost attacks Barbie Roberts backstage. Technically, Barbie defeated Frost, and in this segment, she wasn't having it. She tries to humiliate her, but Barbie fights back and runs off her attacker. And by the way, that's just Kelly, but her gimmick is getting better, and she plays as the popular girl. Everyone loved her, and that was it for the segment. We have a solid E, which is a poor match. It could have been better, as you could tell. We got the All-American Girls defeated the Shirai sisters by pinfall when Amber Neal uses her finisher on Io Shirai, called a booty bump. I don't know why. Io Shirai's gimmick is better. The match got the crowd hotter. E+ for both All the American Girls, while E- goes to Io Shirai, and a solid E for Io. But it lost heat due to the storyline of Unstoppable Force. And Amber Neal is improving on flying skills. An E+, which is a little bit better, but not as great. A celebration of Mickie James saying that she is happy to win the championship in an all-women's wrestling show, and promise everyone that she will be the greatest champion of all time and make them as proud as ever. And the crowd just like chanting like, yay! They were excited about Mickie. Up until this next segment, which takes away everything. E- that lost the heat due to the storyline. Lana Starr and Lacey Evans. Well, technically, Mickie James went backstage after the celebration, and then Lacey Evans and Lana Starr attacked her from behind and just left her down on the mat just to make her life miserable. That's technically it. That's technically what this is about. Now this one right here is another eye candy match. It is a D+. It's extremely short, but it's similar to a Brawling Panties match, but they're wearing evening gowns instead of certain clothes they wear, like whether it's street clothes or just dress up clothes that is not evening gown like. But it's a D+. Amber not Amber, Abilene Maverick, excuse me, defeat Chloe Hertz by stripping off her evening gown. The match did its job and gave the crowd a breather. A C for Maverick for in-ring performance, and Chloe Hertz gets a C minus. And this one gains heat due to their storyline. The storyline is that they hated each other. That's technically it. No working improvements. I would say it's unfortunate, but what else I can do? E minus that has nothing to do with anything. There is a music video or a promotion package that shows Shayna Baszler getting ready to fight in the MMA, but she will be in the Battle Royal before we know it. And here's another E minus. It has decent reaction from the crowd, but the wrestling was terrible. This is the main event, which is very disappointing. Foxy Roxy defeated Jungle Girl by pinfall with a scissors kick. But the reason why E minus is because Ursula runs in and attacks Jungle Girl, which causes a interference. Foxy Roxy's debut is the gimmick where they acted up in a certain way. The match got the crowd hotter either way. It boosted up everything. A solid E for Jungle Girl, and and Foxy Roxy gets an E minus. It started the storyline segment of Wicked Ways between Jungle Girl or Jungle Girl and Ursula is this storyline between the two, and there are no working improvements. But it's not done yet. It soon became pretty clear that Foxy Roxy was wasted on drugs. It really affected her performance. Oh, that's not good. With an F plus that did not lose any heat of the storyline, Ursula and Foxy Roxy attack Jungle Girl, but they end up getting beat down by Jungle Girl herself because she is the strongest one and not going to take this lying down. Apparently Ursula defeated her, but this feud is far from over. She thinks that she's better than her, but it's far from over. And that is technically the end of the show. I don't have any confidence about this because we have a bit of E's and minuses, and even though the C plus helped a little bit, just not enough to improve the show. Plus, this show has been held in front of 481 people in the Castle Sports Club. So, what's the overall score? Let's find out. It's a D minus. It disappoints and not getting any matches that aims the story detail. However, the show was increased the popularity by 45 regions, which is still good. I don't know if it's any better, but for some reason we increased popularity, and that's technically it. I might have to take some notes to figure out which matches that's going to fit the most recent and which storyline angles that we'll be using, just to give it a bit of a breather and all. I'm not sure yet. But I think for the most part, it's a disappointment, but we gain a lot of regions for some reason. Alright, so we received something on the emails. Let's see what's going on here. Jungle Girl is annoyed and very unhappy with her, Foxy Roxy getting wasted. Yep, an incident is involved. Should I pay a fine? because I really want to keep her. I have no choice. Jungle Girl, I know that you're annoyed of what's happening, but I'm giving you a bit of a bonus. I don't know if that's helping. I don't think it does. She's still happy, but she's still annoyed, so she's alright for the time being. So we lost a bit of money, so we need to fix that as soon as possible. But for right now, let's see. Wait a minute, what is a Ninja Turtle doing in this thing? Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's episode. So leave a like and subscribe, turn on these notifications so you won't miss a single upload, and I'll see you all in the next episode of TEW's True Extreme Wrestling 2016, which is going to be Wild Women of Wrestling. Hopefully I could do better, but if not, then I'm just trying so hard to make this show improved. And that's my ultimate goal when it comes to booking simulations. But for the time being, stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to others, and have a wonderful day.